Hello everyone, my name is Garrett Okamber, and somebody shot me in the ass. We have an army of wizards. How appropriate. Get them, my minions. Come on. Oh, they're not just wizards. They are skeletons. We can't eat skeletons, unfortunately. Thought there are dead bodies that we can eat. There are Draugr here, too. I like seeing these armies of the dead. I like seeing it. It's so cool. The Undead are by far my favorite fantasy faction, if you would say that. And the reason for that is just because they're different. They're different than everything else. You have, like, living creatures and their own ecology. You have, you know, the different races and all that stuff. But the dead encompass pretty much everything that was once alive. And they can go places that other races dare not go. Like, you know... whoa, that was a swift transition? Okay. Like, you know, obscenely hot areas next to, like... There's always a dead horse here for some reason. Obscenely hot areas next to a volcano, or deep, deep, deep underground where there's barely any air, and crushing depths of the ocean, the cold, bitter north. The dead go places, they live places that no one goes, and there's a sense of foreboding about that, just in itself. It's like you're traveling across the world, and you find yourself... I think there's more skeletons, and there's no reason to fight skeletons. Holy shit. There's a few necromancers, it looks like, so we can kill them and eat them. Can't eat the skeletons, though. It's too bad they didn't give, like, the werewolf a grapple. You could, like, grab somebody with your jaws. I am stronger than all of you. Yeah, that's right. There's so many of them. Holy damn. Yes, it's just an army of necromancers running around. That's cool. Oh, I actually meant to bite you, but whatever. And the skeleton doesn't know who to fight. The werewolf, or who the fuck are you? Well, there's a horse moving around.
I submit.
You submit? I don't believe you. My werewolves are going to town, killing any necromancer that gets too close. I love the undead. I really do, and that's why I'm so psyched when a fantasy game has an undead race. And before anyone asks, no, I did not play the undead in World of Warcraft. I played a Death Knight, and I actually played a Worgen. I was a human for the longest time, and then they came out with Cataclysm, and I played a Worgen. I didn't like the what do you call them? Oh, what are they called? The Forsaken. I didn't like the Forsaken because they were part of the Horde, and the Horde was just very toxic. And I know everyone has their own experience with... A lot of chests here, nice. Has their own experience with World of Warcraft, and they're saying, oh, Alliance players are bad, or so-and-so. From my experience, it was the Horde. The Horde were the worst kinds of human people that you could ever run into on an online game. And at first I was like, yeah, cool, they have, you know, like, zombified people, and then I was like, well, they're kind of shit, and they're also part of the Horde faction, and so far, the Horde have been nothing but mean to everybody. I mean, you log in, they're all like, hey, asshole, and they're just, you know, spawn camping you, and that's just wonderful stuff. I mean, that's what you want when you join an MMO. It's like you're getting killed the second you join in. It's not fun. So, naturally, I made a Death Knight, and, of course, I had to create a item. Oh, the history of WoW. Fucking skeleton. Wow, we both did cool. I'm not used to this. Like, the werewolf is so much different in vanilla form. It was so much better in first person. Can't do that, unfortunately. Get off my butt! Really? Mr. Ice Cube? Thank you. I'm looking around, I'm taking things. I don't give any fucks. Oh, she pulled out the lightsaber. You're dead now. Where'd that body go? Where it is? Thank you. I'm trying to think, and you're fighting me. Or I'm fighting you, one or the other. Nice kill, Lydia. Oh, what a mess. And the body went under the world. Great, I hope that wasn't valuable. Yeah, I love the Death Knight. The Death Knight was awesome. That instantly became my favorite class, period. I used to love Rangers and Dungeons and Dragons, and I still have a super powerful, epic level, you'll get to die, epic level Ranger that I've been playing for years in my Dungeons and Dragons group. And now I also have a Death Knight in an alternate campaign. I have a Death Knight that I worked fairly hard to make him a Death Knight. I wanted him to be a Paladin and then become corrupted and become a Death Knight, and that's exactly what happened. It was a lot of fun. I still love playing both those characters, but sorry, Ranger. Death Knight is just so much fun. Hi, Wisp Mother. You be my mommy? No, you're dead. Okay. Okay. No Wolf Mother for me. What does Wolf Mother mean? I've seen that used before in humor. I don't exactly know. It's probably something really bad. Ooh, that's a Wisp Core. I can't actually interact with it because it's floating. Cool. That'll be there for the rest of our days. Oh, look at that parallax shader. Yeah, I've been using the ice mods that make ice look, well, more realistic. It's so cool. I guess, are the wolves gonna attack Lydia? That's weird. She's not a werewolf. Maybe it just applies to all my followers passively now? Huh. I was saying before that what sucks is that you can't make them werewolves so they gain the buff, but apparently the wolves just don't give a shit. Oh, this is the Glacier Fields. I love this area. And yeah, I haven't been here that much. That's the sad thing. Here I am talking about how much I love the snow and forlorn areas, and I have barely been in the north of Skyrim in the entire time that this game has been out, and that's really shameful, because this is like my favorite region. I mean, outside of, was it Falkreath? Falkreath's pretty nice looking, but... Ooh, it's so cold and mysterious. Look how pretty it is. Someone shot at me. Who's shooting at me? I don't know. Look at a walrus here, called a Horker. Horkers are adorable. I love them. I just absolutely fell in love with the Horker when I started playing Blood Moon. There's a bunny. Hey, Mr. Bunny, how you doing? When I was playing Blood Moon and you get to first see the Horkers, they were so cute. Got some random things. Some sort of tomb here. And we've got some groups of enemies up here. There is a possibility they're humanoid. We can get some extra points. There's also a possibility they're not. No, they're humanoid, alright. I was gonna say they could be spiders. They're bandits. Good. I'm just gonna slap you a couple hundred times. Just watch you just get shredded. What do you have on you? The only downside to the werewolf in any of the Elder Scrolls games is that you don't gain levels as a werewolf. Troll wanted to join the fight for some reason. You don't gain levels, and I do like how Skyrim actually lets you gain levels. To a certain degree, you gain werewolf levels. The Vampire Lord has the same thing now. I do like that. You are fucking dead. You should have helped out your friends, but you didn't. You suck. It's a little sad that you can't gain actual character levels. At the same time, it is nice that they did implement some form of leveling. I would very much like to see the next Elder Scrolls game allow you to gain passive levels, maybe into like hand-to-hand or something like that, or kind of bring back what made Morrowind so fun. Although there was a max for how many points you could reach in a particular skill naturally. Bear's just gonna roar in the water. Okay, you do that. Blow bubbles. Blow bubbles for me. but you could basically have infinite points in that stat if you had items or birth sign or something like that that would apply points. So let's say you had hand-to-hand at 100, and that's, you know, I don't remember if it is. I actually didn't mean to go in there, but whatever, let's take a look. Let's say you had... You scared the crap out of me, Lydia. Actually, you know what? This is going to be hell to navigate. No thanks. Let's say you had 100 in hand-to-hand. Oh, it's morning. Cool. And we're a person again. And we're over-encumbered. Okay. Lydia?
Still here.
Lydia. I need you to take this.
At your command.
Yes, I know. Thank you. So you have max stats, and you decide, hey, I really don't want to give that to her. No. Oh my God.
I am at your command.
I want to make myself better at what I'm doing. So, you equip a bunch of enchanted items that give you increases to your hand-to-hand. You can have, I mean, on average, probably like 50 points. You know, it's very hard to find enchanted items that give you stats in Morrowind. But you can also create your own enchantments, which is amazing. So you could create an enchanted item that would give you tons of it, and eventually you could have an entire set of gear and clothing that gives you like 50 points, 100 points apiece, and your hand-to-hand skill will be the strongest thing in the world. Of course, I don't know why you'd be doing that in... Yeah, we don't... Yeah, let's give you that. Let's give you that. Let's give you that. And I'm just going to give you my staffs because I have no use for them at the moment. Hand-to-hand was awful in Morrowind because all it did was it drained stamina. But I'm just saying as a reference point, you could make stats godlike. You could literally become a god in Morrowind. And I love that about that game. I love that. Getting your acrobatics skill to like 300, you can jump over houses. You can't do that in Skyrim. There is an acrobatics mod for vanilla. There is one. Just remember that. There is actually an acrobatics mod. And it's pretty fun. It won't work on Skyrim Special Edition. You need Skyrim SE. Unfortunately. Script extender. We're gonna go back to Solstheim. Earlier in the series, I went there early, and I was complaining that there were no humans, but we have a lot of points acquired, so we don't necessarily have the necessity that we did before to get bodies. And we can also turn off, we can now deactivate the wolf form whenever we want, so it won't interfere as much. We won't be forced to live through the whole night and just, you know, do wolf things. I do like it, though. I like this mod, how it lets you live that life of a werewolf. You don't have to treat it like a special power. You are that creature.
Seeking passage to Solstheim?
I am.
Do you have enough coin? Get yourself settled now.
Oh, it's 250 each time. What the hell?
Northern Maiden is ship-shape and ready to go.
You said exactly what that... What?
Captain Gallen does the business around
What?
here. I'm just a ship's...
What? 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 What's going... I'm confused. What are you running? What? Where? Who? How? Oh. Wow. Really? That's what caused the commotion? You guys had it. You didn't need my help. Thank you for your shit. Okay, whatever. I was really confused about that. I didn't know what was going on. We're gonna actually go in the mine because I have nothing better to do. I was going to say before I got very distracted there, and I have a tendency of getting very distracted, I think a really cool thing to do for the next Elder Scroll game, if they're not already thinking of it, you cannot just play the game as the basic races. Who the fuck are you guys? Oh, just random peoples.
I'm glad to see he was miserable. I'm sorry. Can I give you money? You kind of deserved it, though. You guys used to enslave their people.
Keep yourself safe.
Who's this
Solstheim
person?
is still a dangerous.
Oh, hello. You looking for a handout or something?
No, actually, but whatever. Yeah, before I get distracted again. They should let you play not just as the basic races, they should let you play as a creature race. Just have a handful of them. I don't know, like a goblin, or a frickin', you know, like literally a skeleton or a lich or something like that. I already talked to them. Oh, that could have ended very badly for me. That'd be kind of cool. Like, experience the game, the story arc. I never noticed my pouch glowed. That's cool. Experience the story arc through the eyes of a different kind of character. You're not bound to the same bullshit hero story crap, blah blah blah. You're literally playing as a different thing. You're choosing to play as something else. That'd be kind of fascinating. But, I don't know. That's just my opinion. I think it'd be interesting. How did they miss this? Like, how long has it been since he's been down here? Somebody definitely found this at some point, but yeah. I guess the old guy's just tired and he doesn't want to walk this far. Of course, we have the key already, so I don't have to worry about that. You know, fuck that box in the eye. I don't care to do that. And we were already here before. Well, not on this save. Wait. Did I do this on my... I actually... No. I don't think I actually recorded this. I think I did this off camera. That's right. Here I am, I'm like thinking to myself, yeah, you guys have already seen this. It's like, maybe you haven't. If you've never played this, of course you haven't. Kill it! Just stand there looking awesome. Kill it when it's weak. Sorry, I was admiring the architecture. Forgot how cool it looked. Yeah, I did actually do this off camera, now that I remember. I went through this dungeon, and it's fairly extensive. That's just a... For a minute there, I thought it was actually a... No, let's not pick that up, please. I thought it was actually a living... Well, living dead Draugr, but it is not. You are. Okay. Thought somebody was behind me. There was somebody behind me, but he was up here a ways. Boom. Ooh, messy. Sorry, my lady, but I've cut you down to size. There are plenty of Draugr in here. You suck at sneaking. Whoa, shit. Hi. Can't kill me. I am your master. I am your master now. Ow. Stop it. Stop using fire. It tickles. Where did Lydia go? Oh. I was like, did we kill Lydia? I should hope not. We killed her before. But that was just a dream. It didn't happen. Or maybe it did. That's master. That's even worse than expert. Oh, thanks. That is Stalrim. And the funny thing is, I actually missed it when I was last here, when I was last playing off camera. I don't know how I missed it, but I did. And I am very sad. Alright, let's mine it. Skyrim is awesome. I love this stuff. Yup, mine it. Bethesda, you could make so much money making replica weapons. I know they made a few weapons for Skyrim at... they were not for sale, but they were to represent the Elder Scrolls Online and Skyrim. And they were at like all the big events, E3 and all that stuff. The sad thing is that you didn't realize what a gold mine you had there. If you make weapons... Why do I have a hide helmet? I don't need that. If you make the weapons and the armor as something people can buy, like actual physical props, they're going to love it. Like, I want to buy myself a resin, like, faux Stalrim sword. I would definitely do that. That would be awesome. But you're never actually going to do that, are you? You're not going to make something like that for us. So many people would purchase that. Imagine that, just like a armory, just armory of different weapons. Okay, you zap Lydia. You do that. I'm sure she doesn't mind. No, they could literally make the Elder Scrolls armor, and they could recreate some classic weapons from their other games. Maybe some armor pieces, helmets, you know, shields. God, there's a market for that. There really is. Hey, can you stop being annoying? How dare you kill a familiar? I will finish you. You actually hurt. And we're going to heal ourselves. We really haven't had to do in a while. Because our character is powerful, and you're finished. Oh yeah. Is this gonna work? Yes, it worked. Okay. Yeah. We have some stuff. Let's disenchant. Could enchant something, but we really don't have much in the way of armor enchants. We need more armor enchants. We have a lot of weapon enchants, but we can't really use them with our lightsabers. I think eventually I might switch out the lightsabers, and I don't want to because I kind of like that, but they're not that powerful late game. Ugh. Oh, I thought that was gonna zap me. Okay. It zapped me the last time I was here. Well, just in case it does, we can reflect the beam. Ow. I wasn't fast enough. Yeah, fuck you. It can hit me through the fucking... Wow. That didn't work at all. What the hell? Okay. Ow. That wasn't fun. That's right, that's a fake, Where's the real one? I think it's down here. How did your great-granddaddy get here alive? I don't know. Blood Skull Blade. Dead Draugr. Dead Millis. Fatigue Greatsword that no one gives a shit about. There's a treasure chest down here. Why didn't they just, you know, go down here and check out the treasure chest? Never mind, there's not shit in there. That potion has to be ancient. Might taste like ass. We have another Draugr who's restless, but dead. Very dead. Never actually went up here. Is there anything up here? No! Of course not! You are not rewarded for exploring. Thank you. Come again.
Never seen anything quite like that.
Yes, I'm sure you have. Yep, let's take it. Why not? I'm sure you haven't. Ah, we have the Blood Skull Blade. I can read the journal. I already know what to do here. It was actually really obvious what to do. Okay, we read the journal. And now the world's worst sword in existence. Yes, this is one of the worst swords in the game. Why is it the worst sword in the game? Because that ability, as cool as it looks, only does 30 damage. Only 30. Only 30. You can enchant something to do over 1,000 damage. Why on fucking earth would you ever use this sword? I mean, if you're level 1 and you start the game, you immediately go over the sword. Actually, don't even know if you can. But yeah, then it would be good. But it is not good. This weapon is shit. This weapon is shit. Look at that. Releases energy blast with power attacks that deals 30 damage. That's fucking atrocious. That is atrocious. Okay, we have to... And I'll never use it again. Like, there's no reason to use it again. There's no other puzzles in the game that require it. This is unfortunate, to say the least. Lydia. Baby. I think she might be dead. I hope not. We're not marrying her. Okay, got this room here. This door doesn't go anywhere just yet. We're going to get the chest, fight the angry person. Well, that's not fair. There we go. Ah, he's heavily resistant to lightsabers. This isn't good. He's trying to get by me. He wants to get up on the pedestal. And he did. Now he's going to start casting spells. Or he's going to stare at us. What are you doing? What? You want to be my best buddy? No? What is this behavior? Okay, no. You know what? That was so strange. Okay, we got his mask, which actually looks really cool. So we have one from the old world and the new one. That is actually really good. We're actually going to equip that. That takes off our... Oh. I mean... Nah, Jade Circlet is... Well... Not really. Yeah, you know, our Jade Circlet isn't that good. Now that I'm thinking of it. We look absolutely ridiculous now, but it's fine. The whole outfit is just a mess. It's just a mess. Can I read these sacred runes and summon Cthulhu or some shit? No. I did read it, though. Dragon aspect. Another shit shout. It's not very... Hey there, how you doing? I thought you were dead. Glad you're alive. Good to have you. Not particularly a fan of the dragon aspect shout. It's like, oh, now you can don the armor of your Dova self, and here I was thinking that you'd become a dragon. Nope, you just literally don this see-through armor. It looks okay, but it really isn't that powerful. Before we open that book into a hellish world. Okay. I think we got... There's another... In case you needed it. Yes. I know, you're beckoning me. You're beckoning me. Okay! Well, I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, let me know in the comments below. And leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and me and Lydia will see you later. That's right, Lydia. We're going to hell. Jesus. That's creepy as shit. Bye.